Hello, welcome to the 199 Unlisted podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes. I'm wearing a Nirvana shirt and a jacket I got from Old Navy. I got it on sale. I think it cost like $8. It's roughly 10 years old. Anyway, I've been watching clips. Oh, this is just my X page, just because I got nothing. Anyway, um, I was watching some clips of people talking to influencers. People talking to social media influencers and streamers and stuff and asking about their opinion on topics that they know nothing about, like ICE and the Iran massacre. Uh, and so some people, they just repeat what their viewers want them to say, and then some like say, well, I really don't know because I don't pay attention to that stuff. And then people get mad because the streamer didn't repeat what they wanted them to hear, which is really weird to me. I don't know why you need a whatever, like a video game streamer or like a e-girl to give political opinions when obviously their life revolves around bullshit instead of, like, following politics or the news. Like the average person doesn't watch the news. Like the average person is very self-absorbed, very into their next TikTok or Instagram post. Like, that's like asking an OnlyFans girl, like when she's not doing porn scenes, like, what do you think of our relationship with Russia or something? Like, it makes no sense. It really makes no sense. But, and I was watching this one. I forgot her name. It doesn't matter. There's this girl who's I've only seen clips of her, but the clips I've seen of her, she's famous for, like, talking sexual on stream, or like, like someone will go, like, whatever, like stand up and do jumping jacks or whatever, like, it's like, like gooner bait. It's like she's the last one you're supposed to ask about something serious. And then she even said, like, yeah, if you're asking me, I just don't know. But anyway, so I was just trying to get into the mindset of that person. Like, why do you care? And then, I was asked, but obviously I'm being asked as a joke because everyone knows what I'm gonna say. But at least with the ICE, now when you ask me, do I support ICE? The word support to me means, am I gonna give money? Am I gonna donate my time? Am I gonna, like, counter protest? Like, am I gonna go find the white liberal woman who's, like, blowing the whistle and knock it out of her hand? Like, no, I don't care. Now, I did try to become an ICE agent, but it was too hard. So I'm like, fuck it. I mean, cause like I don't mind getting paid to go after illegals, to go after criminals, but like like, I like what they're doing, but I'm not gonna go help them. So I guess I don't support them. But, like, I want ICE. Like I want twice as many ICE agents out there. Like, we don't have enough. Like, I want, because remember, Biden let in like 20 million people, so that's 20 million illegals, and then there's all the ones that have been here. So who knows how many illegals are here? And then, ICE is going after the criminals first, which it blows my mind that there's people protesting ICE for arresting and deporting rapists and murderers and like gang members and terrorists, because that's who they're going after. And then if they get anyone else, it's because they were, well, there. It's like they're not going after your neighbor Juanita, but if Juanita's like cousin who lives there is like a gang member, well, she's going too, because they're both right there. But it's just weird that we have people protesting to keep our country unsafe, or to keep our neighborhoods unsafe. It makes no sense that you're, I don't know, it's just such a weird mindset. Like, how much do you hate America that you hate ICE? Like everyone who's saying fuck ICE is basically a traitor, because you're basically you're protesting a part of the government that is meant to protect the citizens. Now, I know most of the protesters are paid protesters. Okay, so like they don't count, because people will sell their soul for money. Okay, that it is what it is. But what about the people who aren't getting paid, like the stereotypical white rich liberal mom who's in a minivan chasing ice? Like, those are the truly despicable people that we need to get them out of the country too. Like, see, this is what I would do. Everyone who's protesting ICE, I would kick them out the country too, because their values don't match our values. Like, society doesn't function if you have like regular people and then people who want to make life more dangerous for those regular people who actively try to make life more dangerous. Like, society doesn't function properly. And then look at the housing market where ICE, like they were in Minneapolis, yeah. The housing market in Minneapolis is great now. Like, rent went down so much because they kicked out and deported so many illegals that now there's apartments for rent and there's houses for rent. And so they had to lower the prices so people would, uh, you know, get a house or get an apartment. And the thing is, it's only hurting American citizens. The more illegals you put in one area, so you're flooding the population. So now the price of everything goes up. Housing, just anything that requires a population to keep the price up or down. So obviously, housing is going to be affected seriously if you have an influx of people, and if those people don't belong here, it's just hurting the American citizens. And you don't need a college degree to understand this stuff. It's just common sense. Like, gee, I wonder why rent is so high. Well, it's because there's like a million people in this area, and there's only enough housing for 800,000. You know, it's just common sense. So we need to deport every illegal, and we need to deport everyone protesting that we're taking away illegals. So that's what I want ICE to do. And then ICE agents are or peace officers. So if you, okay, imagine if a cop is at a parking stop and you like protest the cop. Well, you're getting arrested. You're getting tased. You're getting a baton across the face. You're gonna be put in the back of a police car. But for some reason, ICE isn't doing enough. Like, there's people grabbing ICE agents as they're arresting people. I don't know why these ICE agents aren't whipping around and beating the shit out of these people and then arresting them. Like, you can't grab a cop when they're making an arrest. Well, ICE agents are cops, except they're like specialized cops that go after illegal immigrants, basically. I mean, and then like you are setting a precedent where like, well, what's gonna stop people from doing this to police? And the police aren't going to take it. Like, they'll probably be a little more assertive, but you're setting a dangerous precedent here. So, like, we need to be a lot harder on the protesters. A lot hard. Like, we have to be so hard on the protesters that people don't want to protest. Like, I've seen ICE agents give people like 16 warnings. Like, what are you doing? It should be one warning, arrest. Like, if you start arresting people after like the first violation, it'll stop. Oh, it'll definitely stop. Because like most of them are these like rich, white liberal women, and that's another thing. Like, women need to be doing something else. And you could insert a joke there, but they need to be doing something else. Like, women don't belong in certain spaces. Like, in between an ICE agent and an illegal. Like, women are so stupid. That's basically the lesson I learned from that. People will sell their soul for money and like protest anything if you tell them to. Like, isn't it crazy? People aren't protesting the Epstein list, but they're protesting ICE agents from arresting rapists and murderers and terrorists. I mean, that right there shows you how fucked up this country is. That like people would do that, and it's public knowledge who they're going after, and so for people to still know that ICE is going after criminals and they're protesting shows you either all these people are stupid or evil. But I want those people out of America, because like society just doesn't function when half the population is stupid and evil. Keyword stupid. But anyway. And then with the Iran thing, I don't know why people are protesting this. It doesn't make any sense. Cause there's terrorism, and I don't know. It's like you have, okay. Think about the border. So Biden let in whatever 20 million people. Okay, on our terrorist watch list, there's like over 10,000 people on that watch list. So if there's over 10,000 people on a terrorist watch list in America, that means there's probably like 30,000 terrorists. Because like obviously we don't know who's here because of the border's been open. So if you have a country like Iran where the leadership is funding terrorism and commits terrorist acts all over the world, and now you know that they have a bunch of them here in America, because they do. We had a terrorist attack in Texas. Yeah, we have to take them out. It just makes sense to take them out. And then in Iran, they were protesting. Now, I don't know if the numbers are true, but supposedly the Iranian government has killed 30,000 protesters, just shooting them in the street. And usually when stuff like that happens, America steps in. Like, what did you think America was going to do? Just like let them kill everyone? No, I mean, usually America intervenes when there's people, or when a government is just randomly killing people. Well, okay, if it's China, no. China is allowed to have Muslim camps, but there's but they're Muslims. So anyway, and also organ harvesting, we use those organs too. So there's a benefit there. But anyway, and also with Iran, you got to remember, Iran's been under this terrorist control since 1979. Iran has a lot of good-looking women. They're Persian. They're basically Persian people who were taken over by radical Muslims, like these. And when I say radical Muslims, I mean the ones that go boom. See, like there's Muslims. There's like the good Muslims, like the Muslims like, like the ones that want to make money. Like Saudi Arabia. You know, they're Muslim, but they're not terrorists. Like they want like they want tourism money. Like they want people to come over here and like spend money. So the only way to do that is act normal, you know. So uh, like if you're a woman and you go over there, like like they're not gonna kill you if your hair is showing. Now in Iran they will. You know what I mean? So like there's like two different kinds. There's like Muslims that just want to like coexist, live, make money, prosper, and then there's the other Muslims that want to go boom and kill America. And if you don't think like them, they're gonna kill you. So like it's basically like this satanic death cult. So yeah, I want America to bomb them. The world is a better place if you get rid of those kind of people. And you can replace the word Muslim with anything. If Christians were a satanic death cult, I would want them to be wiped off the face of the planet. And then people get all weirded out because of the title these people have. Forget about their name. It's a bunch of terrorists. Okay, there's people like there's a curfew in Iran. Okay, obviously imposed by the government. If you're outside past the curfew, they shoot you. Like that's crazy. Okay, so these aren't good people. No, the question is, can the people rise up and take over the government? Now they've killed every leader of that terrorist organization. They had a meeting to vote to see who's going to be the next leader. They bombed that building, so they literally killed like 80 people who were in line to be the next leader, and I'm sure they're going to find someone else to be the leader. But after killing all that, like you would think they would just give up, but we'll we'll see what happens. But once again, I don't support it either because like I'm not gonna give them money and I'm not gonna volunteer to go fight over there. Because the word support to me means actually doing something. See, talking about it, giving an opinion to me is not support. That's why I don't care what people say about this stuff. Because like you don't support it either. You're just talking, which is why I don't even talk about it because it's like I'm not doing it. Like talking about any of these topics means nothing, and I don't know why people need to hear their opinion echoed back to them. And then it's really when people get mad when you don't have the exact same opinion as them. Like that's I want to get rid of those people too. Those people are a danger to our society. Those people that need like the echo chamber. I don't get those people, but anyway, Iran is gonna get their hot chicks back. So the world's gonna be a better place because I'm assuming that we're not gonna let the same government take control again. You know, and then here's another thing. Like if Iran does make nukes, they're gonna use them. And then you have France made like a public address. They are they are making more nukes right now because of what's happening. And there's people like, oh my god, I can't believe like. Well, what do you think? Like, what do you think they're gonna do? You got Russia invading Ukraine. Well, what's going to stop Russia from invading Finland next, and then Sweden? I mean, I don't know. You don't know, but so I'm surprised more countries haven't like made public announcements that they're making more nukes. But and then Russia is just okay. So like Iran gives Russia a lot of drones and just weapons in general. Like they all give each other weapons and stuff. So the fact that Russia can't take over Ukraine is showing how weak they really are. Uh, Now that we've really taken out Iran, that's even less oil and weapons Russia can use. So like Russia is going to be very weak for a long time. And don't be surprised if Putin isn't like assassinated or taken, just whatever, just like made to disappear because his main source of weapons and oil. I'm sorry, his second main source of weapons and oil or is gone. And then also, Iran helped out China too. So basically, taking out Iran and Venezuela hurts Russia and China. Like they're all kind of connected. And the fact that Iran and Venezuela have been like taken over well, not taken over, but like fucked up so easily shows you how weak everyone is. And then the fact that Russia can't take over Ukraine, like what is going on with these countries? And then it also makes you think that you have all this propaganda of people saying like Russia's the enemy, China's the enemy, they're dangerous, but then like they can't do anything. If Russia can't take over Ukraine, what danger are they to us? Now, unless they're going to launch nukes at us, but then if they launch nukes at us, we'll launch nukes back at them. So it's like, mutual destruction. So, that's kind of a wash, you know? So, and then supposedly, we can shoot them down, but we'll see. What needs to happen is the same thing America did to Venezuela, they need to do to Russia. Go in there and just kidnap Putin. And the people would be happy. They would be, because like he's not a good leader, but there's more freedom, a little more freedom in Russia than you know Iran, obviously, because they're not Muslims. I don't know why it's stuck on this. Let's see what it. Stay away from liberals. They act like the victims from the problems they created. Okay. There's. Look at this. Arabic woman self defense technique. Did you see that? Let's. Oh my god, there's so much racist content on my page. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.